Hey, what's up, everybody? Despite everything going on right now, I did so happen to come across the Micheal Jordan interview that he did 14 hours ago. It's 4 minutes long. I'll watch it with you guys and give my live commentary while it plays. It's fair use. Let's go.
Your love of the game is still there. I can feel it from you, right? How did that love of the game fuel your career?
It was the basis of my career. My love of the game within my contract, which, I'm pretty sure most contracts now, I'm actually positive now, don't have that clause within the contract where
I said that last year. I said that if anybody it says that they are a Micheal Jordan fan, if they say that they love basketball, there is no way you can convince me that I'm going to tell my agent, you better put this in my contract. But a lot of these guys they're not real basketball players. They're just overgrown thugs, basically. Overgrown AAU prep school thugs. And when I say thugs, I use that term very loosely. I know you guys saw the other day, Andre Drummond squared up with somebody from the Magic. He did the whole, balled his fist up and everything. The dude from the Magic was like, do it. And I thought the same thing. Like, bro, if I hit you in your face, you're not going to know what's coming. I'm not going to square up with you and do all that. I'm that angry. But anyway, a love for the game, absolutely. You're not going to tell me, somebody that's been playing a sport that I love, that I can't play this game any and everywhere I go, to prove not only to professionals, but to the common man that I'm better than you.
You had a clause in your contract.
another game contract that if I was driving with you down the street and I see a basketball game on the side of the road, I can go play in that basketball game. If I get hurt, my contract is still guaranteed. I love the game so much that I would never let someone take the opportunity for me to play the game away from me. As opposed to now where you don't have it, players probably don't play. Now they get individual attention with their trainer. Sure. They're ready to go out and shoot 100 shots or 1,000 shots. I find it was to my benefit was go play basketball, man. That's what you did.
Go play
That's what
basketball.
you love doing. Larry Bird, you took a whole summer to work on his left hand, right? He did it by playing basketball.
So it's May. My season's been over. I'm a third-year guy in the league. I call you. Michael.
And this is why a lot of times I don't like to go play basketball with my brother, because I'm of the same mindset. Brother, we get better at this thing by playing basketball. And sometimes you have to have somebody there who's more mature than you and more patient to bring you all the way back to the fundamentals. When me and my brother play, there is no, oh, you want to do some parachute drills, or you want to, if it ain't pertaining basketball, I'm not going to do it. So you'd be amazed how angry he gets when we're shooting 5 feet, 8 feet, 10, 12, 15, 18 feet. And he wonders why these shots not going in, because you come out here and you do between the legs, spin around, step back. And you keep doing this shit over and over and over. The fact that, like LeBron, the fact that you've been playing for so long, you have certain talent and skills that other people don't possess because you've been playing for damn near 20 years. My brother been playing basketball for darn near 20 years. Since he was 9. He's almost 40. So it's the same thing where you get better at playing basketball by playing basketball. And I'm learning that today as I'm trying to learn how to play the game of basketball, coming from a guy that was into boxing. I was a football guy. I was a bodybuilding and weightlifter guy. Now that I don't have all of those things at my fingertips, I have now turned my attention to playing basketball.
What do I do from now until the season starts to get better? What are the things you tell me that are important?
First of all, is your passion. It's something about your passion or wanting to get better that drives that energy. I mean, when I say passion, that means if I have a love for ice cream, I mean real deep love for ice cream, I'm gonna do everything I can to go find ice cream or find that flavor of ice cream.
What flavor, by the way?
Butter pecan for me.
Gross.
But in terms of, if basketball was that type of love for me, I had to find a way.
What did I say? How you do some things in life is how you do everything in life. That's why I say the shit that I say about this household. You can't say, I'm going to take your phone. I'm going to discipline you this way, but then I'm going to fall completely apart on this side of parenting. It don't work like that. You have to have a drive to want to see your kids be better. For the 4 days that I was here with my nephew, I had a drive that wanted to see him wake up in the morning, brush his teeth, come in here, eat his cereal, chill out. I'll cook him some lunch around 12 o'clock, so on and so forth. All that shit went down the drain when when everything got back to normal. But I actually had a hunger and a drive to want to see better.
To make sure I was the best basketball player I could be. I had a conversation this summer with a high executive at Minnesota. He was talking about Anthony Edwards.
Yep. Amen.
I heard during the course of the year that they were double teaming me. He didn't know how to deal with the double team. Well, that's the highest respect that you can ever get if a team feels like they got a double team. Now, how do you figure out a way to break that double team? Move without the ball. Move into the post. Get in scoring position so that the double team, you can act before the double. All those simple things.
You see none of this in today's pickup ball. And I'm trying to teach my brother this. He's an old dog trying to learn new tricks. Xavier, you don't have to exert so much energy. You guys that see this stupid ass, the next chapter, dumbass bullshit on the internet, where these guys you can only dribble 4 times. That is the ugliest brand of basketball on the internet. Because a lot of these guys have no fundamentals. They don't have a left hand or an offhand. They don't have post moves. They don't have legitimate handles. And it's when I'm telling my brother, dude, you exert so much energy on defense, because my brother plays defense. It is important to be a threat on offense by constantly moving. He's normally the one bringing the ball up, so he's not really, and he is of that mindset. I don't need to be running around. He'll probably run around and hope that you see him, but he's not running around trying to cause havoc on the offensive side to the defender. This is what I specialize in. That's why it's damn near a conditioning workout. And that's why I played a lot like Steph, because I understood most people do not want to be doing all that damn moving. Most people just want to stand there and wait on you to get the ball, dribble, and that's that. No. That is not how you become a threat to the game of basketball every time somebody see you step on the court.
And so, yeah, those are the types of conversations I try to have when players seek that information.
Do you see the players of today's basketball with that mindset to achieve greatness?
It's hard to be hungry when you have. Simple as that. I mean, if you don't have, you are willing to do whatever you have. So my mental approach was
and that goes hand in hand with what I've been telling y'all that I'm going through. All these people and all that, they worried about what the fuck I'm doing. I've never had what y'all have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So the drive to want to have my own money, have my own car, have my own place. I've got a taste of it, but I haven't had it just given to me. Like my brother, you go from one house to another chick's house, back to mama and them house. You don't want to know what it's like to not have, so that you always have and you're always somewhat comfortable. It's hard to be great when you always comfortable. That's why I get so fucking angry and I tell people I don't need no pep talk. I don't need nobody to give me no motherfucking lecture about my life, bro. I've never had shit. So the drive to want to get something for myself is so intense that I could get angry with you and you're thinking, well, all I'm doing is trying to, you don't think I thought about that already?
Do my job, be the best basketball player I could be, and all the chips and everything outside of that, I had people that was handling that, But basketball court, I'm handling it, right? And now it's like, it's prerequisite, everybody has to have a logo. Everybody has to have a.
You know why, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm part of the reason why everybody tries to get a logo, but
Brand, right? Brand Jordan.
But the thing is that brand established based on what I did on the basketball court. You know, I didn't put the brand before I put the work. You know, I put the work first, and then the brand evolved based on the work. Right. A lot of times it's different. You see it in every sport, not just basketball.
And you can even use that as parenting. You can hoop and holler and yell and shout and scream and punish all you want until they see you do it. Until they see you do it, it means nothing to them. It means nothing. How the hell can I come in this house for 2 months and these kids already know, hey man, let's go in the room. Let's take this shit in the room, bro. We being loud. All I'm doing over here is just sitting down chilling. When I clean that kitchen and they know, okay, hey, you know, can I put hey man, throw that shit in the sink, bro. I got it. Don't worry about it. When I take the trash out, you think can somebody put a bag in there for me? Teamwork. No, I just do it. So these kids understand when they drop something, when they spill something, there is somebody in the house that's not going to yell at me. They're going to do it. And thus that's going to make me, like when I was a kid, look at my dad when my dad out there in that 30-degree weather and he fixing the hot water heater. Or my, you know, they all up underneath the house and stuff, patching up holes from all the field mice that come in, and ain't nobody asked my dad, you need some help? My dad like, nigga, this is my house. What I need to, I know y'all live here, but what kind of a man would I be to ask you to do something that I can do by myself?
Football, baseball, everybody's walking around with a logo and a hat. And I get it, but whatever I did here is never going to affect what I do on the basketball court.
But do you think that's harder now for guys and their social media and all this stuff? So they got to cut through the clutter here and there, right?
Yeah, that's true. I like to think that if I was playing today, right, I like to think that no matter what, my game is going to validate whatever I try to participate in away from the game. It's really tough for me.
My behavior validates who I am. I cook, I clean. I don't use profanity. Not to an extreme measure. I'm respectful. I mind my fucking business. I don't steal. I don't do any of these things that would cause somebody to say, see, that's your problem right there, CJ. That's why you can't get ahead in life. Nope. And you know, as I'm speaking, it's a lot like these ball players. I'm going through years and years. If this will probably be year 9. This will be year 8 or 9 if I was an NBA pro of just the rigors of a season after a season after a season after a season. I'm like, damn, I ain't winning shit. I might get a little, you know, recognition, a little award or something, second team or something like that. But come on, man, when can I go to a championship team, man, and really be a difference maker? That's what my life feels like. And I'm just waiting on that team that says, bro, we could take that energy that you got, the fact that you mind your fucking business and you work, and don't nobody got to tell you to do nothing. We can use that. And we'll pay you for it.
Yes, it is. Most of them do a great job of navigating what you're talking about. That as long as you understand that this is always going to be what you remember for, basketball and your love for basketball should always be pure. We would play this game. I've always said this. We would play this game for free. We did. And now we just so happen to get paid for it. Generationally, you know, I like to think that most of the time that people will remember Micheal Jordan based on what he did on the basketball court and not always the commercials that he did.
Like, share, subscribe, everybody. I enjoyed that. Appreciate that, MJ. Appreciate that, MJ.